Hi, I'm Brad with Orbit, and I'm here today to show you some of the great drip solutions available from Orbit. Drip is an effective, easy way to water your garden. It uses less water than traditional sprinklers, can get to those hard-to-reach places of the garden, and usually requires little to no digging. Yet many people find drip irrigation intimidating. Today I'll show you just how easy Orbit has made the drip experience for the average DIYer. Right now, there's a big trend in raised bed gardening. These popular add-ons to your landscape don't just add aesthetic appeal, but are extremely functional in growing vegetables and other plants. Drip is a great way to water these areas. Before we get started, let's quickly go over the basics of most drip installations. There are three main components to a drip system. First, you will need to connect to a water source and have some form of filtration and pressure regulation. Drip irrigation uses tubing with thinner walls than traditional underground irrigation uses, and compression and barb fittings that can blow off if the pressure is too high. Also, tubing and fittings with small openings can clog if there's no filtration used. Orbit offers a 3-in-1 filter, pressure regulator, and adapter for your faucet or underground system, or a 2-in-1 product that will convert any underground valve into a drip zone. Second, you will need tubing to get the water to the area needed. The most common sizes of drip tubing are 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch in either distribution or emitter tubing. Third, you will need an emitter or micro sprayer to get the water right to the plants. Some of the most common emitters are pressure compensating drippers, flag drippers, micro sprayers, stream emitters and bubblers, or emitter tubing. Today I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can water your raised garden bed. You'll need some type of water source for this project. That can be an underground valve, a nearby faucet, or an existing riser that you can use. Let's head over to our raised garden beds and get started. First, let's talk about connecting to your water source. Orbit provides a variety of simple solutions to make your connection. If an underground riser or fitting is not available to connect to, you can use the 3-in-1 fitting to connect to your hose faucet or end of your hose. You can also use one of Orbit's hose tap timers to automate the drip system. These come in configurations of 1, 2, 3, or 4 ports for a variety of needs. After you've connected up your fittings and a timer to automate the system, insert your tubing and begin laying it out. For this installation, we will connect 1/2 inch drip tubing to an existing riser. Again, you should add filtration and pressure regulation to the line. A product like the 2-in-1 will work connected directly to the valve, or you can add it to your pipe after the valve. We will not go over the installation of this product in detail in this video. You can use a threaded adapter or a PVC adapter to connect to your 1/2 inch drip tubing. In this example, we'll use a 1/2 inch threaded adapter to connect to our existing riser. After your adapter is connected to your water supply, push the 1/2 inch tubing into the drip lock fitting. Drip Lock by Orbit features a push-fit connection and allows for the removal of fittings from the pipe. In addition, Drip Lock will work with 0.690 to 0.710 tubing. In this installation, we are using 0.700 tubing. A popular option for drip watering is our emitter tubing, which is great for areas with dense foliage, for gardens, and other applications. Start by connecting the emitter tubing to your water source, making sure a pressure regulator is in place. Next, lay the emitter tubing in the area you want to water. Keep in mind that this tubing has pre-installed emitters spaced every 12 inches. To cover an area like this raised bed, lay out the tubing in rows that line up with your plants. You can also space the rows 12 inches apart in this raised bed to cover all of the area. In a flower bed situation, you can space the rows approximately 18 inches apart and still wet the entire area if run long enough. In this example, we will lay the tubing out to create a full loop and connect the tubing back into itself for optimal flow. If laying the tubing out in rows, you can also use end caps or figure eights to close the end of the lines. These emitters use very little water, so the system should be run long enough to wet the root zone of the plants you are watering. Once you have made all of your connections, test the system to verify that the connections are secure and that the system is working. That's it for today's project. You can learn more about these and other drip projects Orbit has to offer by visiting us at orbitonline.com.